Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tampa Bay with me and the Seattle Mariners. This is youtube.com/OnosaurusRex, where every single day that the Mariners play baseball, I post a video inside of MLB The Show 23. That's what I do. That's what happens. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully, if you want to see more, you'll scroll down, you'll subscribe, you'll ring the bell, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. George Kirby is on the mound with a 14-3 record, a 1.68 ERA for an inconsistent Mariners team, and it's been both pitching and the offense as well. Some expected or some consistent defensive problems, a couple of weird ones. It's been an inconsistent stretch of games here for us. Some weird plays on the defensive side, but the defense itself has been pretty solid. The offense has been, I guess, hit or miss, no pun intended. Like, it's just inconsistent. And then the pitching location's been inconsistent. It's been all over the map. It's been weird, and I'm scratching my head trying to figure out what exactly the fix is. I don't really know. Maybe be better at the game? Who knows? Shane McClanahan is on the mound, 7-11 with a 2.80 ERA for the Tampa Bay Rays, who currently occupy, I believe it's the second spot in the wild card. Yes, it is indeed the second spot. They are in the AL East, which has it's very close between the top two teams. The Yankees and Blue Jays feels like every other day are flipping spots. But there's a gap between the Yankees and the Rays. They are locked in a pretty tight battle here with the Astros and White Sox. We can maybe influence these teams and maybe get them out. I'm gonna guess that it'll probably be the Rays and the Astros in, and the White Sox might fall off. I don't really think the Angels are going to make a run for it. But that's really all we have left to play for. We got to, rest our players. We're on a 3-game win streak. We're 8-2 in our last 10. 2 losses coming against a better team in the New York Mets, and we're facing a better team here in the Tampa Bay Rays. It's getting interesting here, where we're kind of just, I guess, killing the month here. We have the Angels coming to town and the Dodgers coming to town in Oakland. We'll have 3 against Houston and 4 against Tampa Bay to maybe affect something. But other than that, just kind of waiting for the playoffs to start, I guess. It's kind of an interesting time as well, where I keep going back to it, but this is the second half of the road trip that I'm actually pretty concerned with. We didn't play very well against the New York Mets. We didn't play great against Cincinnati, though we should have played better. We did get a sweep, but not a great sweep. And going back to the last home series that we had, I was concerned going into this road trip because we have 2 better teams that we're facing, and then we get like a meh team in the middle, but it doesn't really matter, and we're not playing very well, and not where we want to be. We're going to put Ty France on a rest day today. We are stuck without Mateo, which is a bummer. I like when Mateo is in the lineup. We'll get Suarez back in. Mateo should only be out for a couple of days, so that's fine. Who do we have? Crawford. Our infield's pretty regular, and then we'll have Dylan Moore in left field. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Sam Haggerty, please. please give me Sam Haggerty. And we will have Julio lead off today. We could have Sam Haggerty's a defined leadoff man. We're cold with Rodriguez, which kind of sucks. And we'll want Teoscar in that spot. No, Crawford's fine there. Hernandez, Beber. I think the rest of that's going to be okay. Yeah, it's fine. We're 111-28. We just need to win 6 more games, and we will have the most wins of all time. I guess technically it would be best record. Maybe not the best winning percentage. We'll have the most wins in regular season history. If If we can just manage to win 6 more games. We do have some tougher teams to play. The Dodgers, Astros, and Rays.
It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Tampa Bay
Other than that,
Rays. With my
get ready for October. It is going to suck if I get eliminated in like the divisional round.
Matters as the postseason is approaching.
Well, at this point of the year, guys are a little bit tired, but you've got to find a way to dig deeper and bring out your best with so much opportunity to be able to punch your ticket for October.
Game number 140? Yeah, it is. Wow. Man, Tampa Bay just cannot catch a break. They're 8-2, and so are the other teams. That sucks. 28 starts, a 7-11 record, 2.80 ERA. 180 innings pitched, 154 hits. What? Where's the 80 coming from? 46 walks, 176 strikeouts, 1.11 WHIP. You saw a flash of me there for a second because I forgot what I was doing. I was like, yeah, those are the stats that we're concerned about.
Now at the plate, Sam Haggerty.
Yeah, 4-seam at 99, circle change at 90, curveball at 84, slider at 92.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Oh my God.
That's how this series begins.
Really? Yeah, slider at 92. Okay.
Next offering misses.
So a couple of curveballs to lead us off. That curveball, I should have annihilated it.
Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Yeah, I can't give him those pitches.
Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Swing and a miss.
Wow. So everything's been off-speed movement, second and third pitch.
And that's down and away.
Another curveball. Pretty lucky with the check swing there. There we go. Foul it off. That's good.
Hit weakly on the ground.
Okay, fouled off again very early. He somehow misplayed that. Very weird.
The 3-2.
All right, we take it. All right, I will take a walk in that scenario. No big deal.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
8 pitches. He saw more pitches individually than like entire innings in the last game. It was so bad. That game was easily under an hour. And that's even with me talking.
A curve, and he works in a slider.
Like, we got into like the 7th, 8th inning, and I'm like, this recording is so short.
That's fine. A strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
I think that's a good...
Belton fires. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sorry, I inhaled super weirdly. I was going to try and talk, and now I can't. Oh, God.
There's a swing and a miss.
That's too aggressive. The pitch, number 2, on that quick pitch is a really good opportunity for me to be passive. Wow. I didn't think that was a fastball. He threw that so effortlessly, I thought it was going to be something slower.
I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
J.P. Crawford in the box.
Yeah, a real good passive there. I see that quick pitch, and those are kind of the quick pitches I'm looking for, but I wasn't looking in the right spot.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Wow,
I think
okay.
he was sitting off speed there.
Haggerty at first, 1 gone. In the dirt, blocked.
We're good, we're
well
good.
Done behind the dish.
I sounded like I was choking up. That was a really good
The
one.
1-2. And a swing and a miss.
Got me with a curveball.
And
Damn
there are
it.
2 down.
Got him out
Damn
on
it,
the
damn
front
it,
foot.
damn it.
Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Too aggressive. Too aggressive and a little anxious as well. That was early on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
The 0-1. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw. Save.
That's a good swipe right there.
Too late.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they
I didn't think it was going to get there. That was about as perfectly timed as I could get a steal.
Runner at second, 2 down. The next offering misses. 2-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Way high.
3-2.
Evan White.
We're
up
hot
next
from
for
a
the Mariners.
win-loss perspective, but I don't know that we're like a hot team, you know?
And that's ball 4.
Wow, made that really easy.
2 walks in the first.
There was even a
has to be
bad-
some cause for
there was even a bad
concern.
swing
You've
in
got
there.
a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Here's Evan White. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. First and second, 2 down. This one blasted left center field on its way, and that one is out of here.
I did not think that was a fastball. Wow.
Flexes his power with that swing. His
Wow.
fourth home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 3-0.
2 out, perfect damage? What? It does seem like he's been missing a lot out of the zone, and when he's been in the zone, he's been more middle than I'm sure he wants to be.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 8th in RBIs in the American League right now.
That is a great take. That is a great
Lots of
take.
pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And a foul ball. That one drilled left field. Way back there. And out of here.
Back-to-back jacks? Let's go.
Eugenio Suarez.
This is what we're
blasts
looking
one out.
for.
His 31st home run of the season. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down, and now here is Cal Raleigh.
Oh, Cal Raleigh's in the lineup. Did not even realize that.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Fine.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Edge of the zone for a strike.
That's fine. That's
0-2.
fine.
Ball 1 there.
It's a good take.
1-2 here.
Ooh,
Hacks and
Sean.
misses. It's a strikeout.
And not the way you want to end the inning, but
But the long ball was working in this inning.
we have 4
Not
runs on
once,
2
but
hits.
twice.
Both pieces of
It's now
contact got out of the
4-0
ballpark.
game. Major League
Let's
Baseball
go.
is on the show.
Oh, here's our starter. I forgot we haven't even seen him yet. George Kirby, 26 starts with a 14-3 record, a 1.68 ERA, 155.2 innings pitched, 139 hits, 12 walks, 161 strikeouts.
That's
and
gonna
some
make
other
it
numbers.
more economical
I hit the wrong
pitch
button. I
count
tapped my
will allow
microphone
to
when I
move
meant
into the
to
middle and
click
deeper
into the
part of ball
camera there.
games. So we'll see if that remains
Okay.
true in this one.
And he deals. This one smoked out to left. And puts
And in
squeeze
the
on that,
literal
and there's
exact
one down.
opposite, a one pitch out there. Randy Rosarina.
Batting second.
Manuel Margot up to the plate. In there at the knees. Strike one.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down anytime.
Next offering
Foul
is
ball.
fouled back.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Got it by
Oh,
him
worked
for
with the
K.
speed there. I thought maybe a little too cute. And I think that location is a little too cute. It's just, it's thankfully it missed on the outside of the strike zone, but a lot higher than I wanted.
That corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire, knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at bat going.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Vinny Pasquantino. First pitch, and that's in for a
Little
strike.
early. Look at those. Shohei Ohtani back into the league leaders. Kevin Gausman making an appearance as well. It'd be a much...
Right-hander kick steals.
It'd probably be a much more
Upstairs
consistent
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
top 5 if we were not holding 4 of those
Towards right
spots.
center
Or
field.
5 of those
Rodriguez
spots. Top
gets
7.
towards it.
What am I
Makes the
saying?
grab on
Words?
the run. And that is that.
The 5,
Rays
6,
go in order.
or the
1, 2,
6,
3.
7, like
They
8,
trail
9, I
here,
think are close.
4-0.
Pretty interchangeable. But because we've been able to hold down those top 5 spots for most of the season.
And welcome back.
Leading
All
off
set
with
for the
the
start of the inning. And now, Tom Murphy.
So we got through 7 hitters, 32 pitches last time. I need to make sure that this sort of thing
McClanahan back to
continues.
work.
32 pitches
Going once.
twice in a row is a lot to ask for. But we can't bail them out with super easy innings.
And ball 1.
Those
Singing,
are-
he
those are
wasn't
good.
real sharp in the
Yankees move into
got
first
hit
place.
around, but really more so,
Ooh, first place
didn't throw a
tie
ton
with
of
the
strikes.
Blue Jays.
Well, he's just got to find
Damn.
a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a good eye there.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swing and a miss.
Way
And
too
counts
late
for
on that. That's why I'm so surprised that that was a perfect on like a 96 mile an hour fastball.
Throwing the curveball, add some velocity to it on the next pitch. You can't catch up.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball
Just
4.
missed.
Breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Colton Wong in the box here.
And that's a
Lets
good
that
at
one
bat.
go
I
for
mean, even
ball.
if it's a strikeout, it's still 6 pitches.
And the 1-0.
Ooh.
He swings and fouls.
Missed
one
that
off.
one way early.
Murphy aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ooh, Sean, no,
Swings
no,
and
no, no.
misses.
The lefty
1-2.
has been real rough.
Started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
On the ground could be 2.
think
They get 1,
unfortunately-
and that's 2.
Oh, we really bailed him out
16
there.
little
Darn
plays
it.
like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Curveball way low in the zone. Set up. Boop, 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 boop.
Check swing on the first pitch.
Set up by the
Field first.
previous
Nope, he
poor
held back.
swing. So a little... Not what you're looking for, you know?
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
With
thought
that
about the
fastball,
triple.
Even though it's high velocity,
Thought
you've
about it.
got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
I think with Julio we might be able to get all the way around, but I wasn't sure. No reason to have out number 3
And now
trying
the
to
center
advance
fielder,
90 feet when you
Julio
probably don't really
Rodriguez
need to.
Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. 2 outs. And
Rodriguez
one in
had
scoring position.
a strikeout.
And there's the strike.
1-1.
To the right
Oh,
side.
no.
Wow. Tosses to first. And the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle, but they lead it 4-0.
Well, he at least threw 10 pitches, which I guess
Bottom of the
is
second. Here's the second base.
not even I guess, but that is a positive.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And delivers outside. That catches the corner. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Next pitch misses inside. Ball 2. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
That
Nice
is
up Paredes now.
not what you're looking for.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Okay.
That's through there for a strike. The 0-2. Now a high fly ball out
They
to
got
left
some.
center. Rodriguez
They're getting
settles
some
under it.
decent contact
Makes
on
the
it.
catch. And there are 2
Like a lot of
outs.
outfield
Off to a
outs,
great
you know.
start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Yuck.
On the ground, right side.
See, even when we're getting bad pitches, we're still getting
And that'll do it.
the luck, which is good.
Down
That's
and
a
over,
kind
go
of
Rays.
underrated,
They're
important
down 4-0.
aspect. Tropicana, the Trop. I forgot that this was a Tropicana field.
Top half of the third
Oh, Minute
inning.
Maid.
Stepping
That's
in
right.
for the
Minute Maid
Mariners,
is the.
J.P. Crawford.
I was like, there's another like juice
Crawford
brand.
in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
Too aggressive. So he threw about 15 pitches in the last inning.
Swing and a ball popped up. Fair ball.
First.
He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you
I'm pretty
wanna do
sure
with the
all
pitch
3
that
outs in the first
location,
inning were
really,
by
but
strikeout.
He was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
It was either walks, home runs, or
So, man
strikeouts.
aboard.
That's
and
it.
Now Teoscar Hernandez. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Up the middle. Lays
Oh,
out, but he can't squeeze it. Goes to second. Safe.
I thought that was going to be such a
That'll
better
make you
piece
feel
of
good as a hitter
contact.
right there.
Kind of ate him up a
Fastball
little
middle
bit,
of the
but
plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now for Seattle.
I
Evan
thought
White.
I did
He's
something
already
more with
homered
that.
in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
it's a good take right there.
That one missed.
That's a great
Moving
take right
in the
there.
bullpen,
Even if
Brendan
it's a strike,
McKay,
it's still a
the
great
lefty,
take.
looks to be getting himself ready. Chirinos warming up as well. Oh, he dropped it. Steps on third for one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to
We
it.
are getting incredibly lucky. That probably should have been out number 3, but
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. 1 for 1
early
so
on the circle
far today
change.
with a solo homer in his first at bat. That one ripped left field. Arozarena going back. Pulls it in.
Oh,
on
this
the
is a bad
warning
play.
track.
This is a...
Tagging for third. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
There was no reason to do that.
Great throw to third.
Absolutely no reason to do
Back
that.
here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, Curtis Mead. Mead getting to start at the hot corner, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's a native of Australia. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
None of those pitches were
Catch
good.
up to the heater.
Really love the pitch.
It's a terrible base running decision right there. It's not like a ton of speed happening.
Francisco Mejia coming
All
up
of it
to
was
him.
just... It's just bad. Don't make a bad play
And it
worse.
just misses.
That's what we did, you know. But hey, it's all right. Happens. No big deal.
Just missed.
Especially, you know, a lot easier to deal with when you have a
and a big reason why getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that
4-run
consistently,
lead.
and you see the results.
That's in there, and that is strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And another ball.
man.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. That one
We had
hammered, but
we had
pulled
better
foul.
pitches. We had a better pitch with the one that was like the red than we have on some of them that look really good.
The pitch. Sets him down looking.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Called strike 3. And a fastball
Absolutely
up in the zone.
dotted that one.
Just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Vidal Brujan stands in now and watches strike 1. And down on strikes he goes. And it's
Let's
a 3 up,
go.
3 down inning.
Impeccable command
going
in
well.
that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
New inning getting started. And now, Cal Raleigh.
Designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Okay, so yeah, not a lot of pitches in that last inning.
To work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center.
I thought that was going to be better.
Arozarena
Hey,
makes the
you know,
grab.
if you
And
would
there's
if
one
you would
away.
kind of just given me the sound on those two, I would have guessed that Teoscar would have had
So
like a
here's
really
Murphy
good
now.
hit,
Worked
and then
to
Cal
walk in his
Raleigh would have
first
had
trip
the
to the
like the little
plate.
liner, you know, or the little dribbler to second base or whatever.
This one
Sean,
in the air center
Sean,
field.
settle
Braun has it
down.
sized up.
We're
And
bailing
puts
him
the
out.
squeeze on
We
that one.
can't do
And there's
this.
2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Wong batting
great
for the
take right
second
there.
time, and that's strike
Way
1.
too aggressive with those first couple off the like the interior of the bat.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Next offering misses.
It's a great
down
take
and
right
away.
there. Usually pretty susceptible to that.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the
Oh,
ground
darn.
to the left, Paredes. In plenty of time to first.
I at least fought that one a
Third
little
out.
bit
Nobody left
better.
For Seattle, they lead 4-0.
I mean, obviously, we're not going to get him to throw 30 pitches back to back, but there is a significant decrease in pitches, and that's not what we want to see. It's like 32, 15, 7,
Randy Arozarena.
probably 7
Right on.
7 at best.
The pitch.
That last at bat or that last series,
Swing and a miss.
half
That's
hitting,
strike
whatever you
one.
want to call it. Frame.
Now 1-1.
Ooh, really?
Righty delivers. There's a strike. Got him looking.
Got him looking.
Looks like
That's
he's
good
picked up
shit.
right where he left off.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit
right
to the
fielder,
slider.
number
Tried
13.
to sit in between. Just
Manuel.
not able to put the bat on the ball.
Margot.
Here's Manuel Margot. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there for strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And fouled off. The Rays yet
Curveball,
to
a
pick
little
up
too
hit
cute
here.
there. But actually, I guess Margot was super late, so
Foul
not the
ball left
worst.
side, he'll see another.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Bounced up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. He's in there.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have
Not
to
a
be
not a
impressive.
great
Put the
like.
front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive.
That's
for
how
him.
they get hit number 1 here
And
today.
at first with one gone. And the batter now, Vinny Pasquantino. He's
No
over
problem
one.
though. It's one of those little swinging bunts. It's
Only one
so
now.
it's
Just
frustrating
missed.
how inconsistent it can be with who it gives you. Because I feel like I had to
And
wait
1
for a
and 2.
second. I could have preloaded the throw regardless.
Margot leads off
So I
first
guess it
with
shouldn't have
one
been
away.
that big of a deal.
The punch out there, and there's 2 down.
But I didn't know if the game was going to give me Raleigh or if it was going to give me Kirby.
And now it's Brandon Lau. He flied out
Sometimes
to
it
the
does
warning
feel
track
like
his
an
first
actual
trip.
guessing game.
There's the strike.
And that's been a problem that I've had in this
Strike
game
is a
before.
good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And the righty deals. Got him
God,
swinging.
what dotted curveball.
One
Just
left for
kiss
Tampa.
right there,
They're
like,
on the
mwah,
short end
let's
of a
go.
4-0 score.
By the way, I love, is it Can Zone? I love when he gets the hit, he does this. Out at these like, oh.
Back now
The
in
Gabba
Tampa
Gool
Bay,
like that.
top 5, John
I don't know how well it
Shelby
shows on
versus
camera.
Singleton. And
But he
leading
does
off,
that
Sam
when he gets a
Haggerty.
hit. It's awesome. Okay. So, 61 pitches. He threw 32 in the first. He threw 31. Or 29. Yeah, 29, sorry. 29 pitches in the combined following
The
3
line of the
innings.
pitch.
Which
Ball
isn't
one,
as
no
terrible as I
strikes.
thought it would be. If you take into account that 15 of them were in the second, then it starts to look a little bit worse. But it's still an average of almost 10.
And there's a ball. On the ground. And
foul. Darn it.
foul ball.
But like this is a long series. If we can get into the bullpen, we might be able to do a little bit of damage.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that one
Gone!
is
Sam
gone.
Haggerty! Third
Battle
home run of
fire
the
up
game for the
dugout.
Seattle
Run number
Mariners. My
5
oh
on
my
the season,
indeed,
and they
video
add
game
on.
graphic.
It's 5-zip.
His 5th of the season. That's why I put him in the lineup. Mainly because he's a true left fielder. And not Evan White's like 9th best position. I appreciate that he's like a utility guy. You can kind of put Evan White
Spit on some other pitches.
everywhere,
This at bat
and
was
he'll
very
be
patient,
somewhat
and it paid
effective.
off.
Versus Dylan Moore. I don't know why I get those two guys confused,
And
but
the
I do.
Rays manager making his way
All
towards
right, they're going to the
mound now
bullpen.
as He will make the move. Shane McClanahan will depart, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
He gave up 3 home runs. And I mean, the first 2 were with 2 outs in the first
Brendan
inning.
McKay taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important.
they're gonna
outing
bring
for
in
him
a
to get on the right
lefty.
track.
This is a big advantage for me. I think if you're the Tampa Bay Rays
Julio
manager,
Rodriguez, up
I
next for the
think you can
Mariners.
kind of see, like, hey, we're down 5. That's a really bad. That's really
No
bad.
play, that's an infield single.
That's three infield issues
The batter.
that we've seen.
Shortstop.
Though one of them did result in an out.
Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
I think if I'm the manager and I look at the lineup, I want to bring in what's going to take care of right-handed hitters, right? I don't know that I want to waste a bullpen arm this early.
Pitch misses.
Like,
and
it
that's
feels like
ball one.
they've kind of given up.
Coming through now,
You know?
and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That misses. 2-0.
Rodriguez
Runner at
is
first with
on
no
base.
outs
We do
here.
have 1 steal today. 97 on a 4-seam, by the way. 84 on a curveball. 91 on a cutter. Changeup at 86.
Next offering upstairs.
That curveball was probably a good one to throw or to try a steal on. You know what? We won't worry about it.
And that's in for a strike.
It's all right.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Runner on the go. And he walked him.
Oh. Okay.
We'll just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Were we supposed to bring something?
Up next. is
See,
the
I
batter.
think just our
The right
presence is the present.
Teoscar.
Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. First offering,
This
misses
is
the
strike.
mark. The pitch.
1-1.
First and second here, no outs. The next pitch misses. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next one misses. And now 3-1.
Almost gave them what they were looking for. Really early on the cutter.
Here comes a pitch. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
You get
Wow.
a walk, and you get a walk.
Can I retroactively unlock the achievement from
Evan
last
White
year
up
for
next to
drawing
the
8
Mariners.
walks in a game?
He's already homered in this game. In there,
Ooh,
and it's 0-1.
that's a nice
The
cutter.
opportunity
It's a
for
really
a
nice
huge
cutter.
inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
This one in the dirt. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1.
That's really good patience out of me. A great cutter that I let go.
Kicks and fires. And a count
That's
1
bad.
and 2. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Next pitch is inside. It's
That's
2-2.
pretty good. I've been struggling with that lately.
Put away pitch right
The
here, 2-2.
opposite-handed
Already seen
pitcher
the curveball
throwing something like
a couple
that
times in
across
this
the zone.
at-bat, So might have it timed up and ready for it.
Loud. Toss to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's not great.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Down the third baseman.
That's
Eugenio
not what we were looking for at all.
Suarez. 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the first inning. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still
Damn it.
able to get it there in
That is the
time.
second
And they do get
solid
the
piece
third
of
out the
contact
inning.
that
They
they've
put
been
2
able to
on the
gobble
board
up.
On 1 hit, the
Frick.
home run, 1 error, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 6, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, the batter will be the
This
shortstop.
is actually not going the way I thought it would go at all. I thought this was going to be, and I shouldn't like jinx myself or
Swings and
anything, but
misses. And it's
I
0-1.
Clearly
Guess
down
I
in this
expected
ball
more of
game,
a
and
fight.
You can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good
we're only
upside
halfway
run and
through
sink
this
on
one,
that
and we're,
pitch right there.
I think at this
Inside
point
on it
in
again,
yesterday's game, we were in like the 7th. Maybe the 8th. Yeah, that one really breezed by.
Grounded out his first
It's been
time.
pretty solid patience and pretty consistent patience. Some mistakes, some bad plays
Shoots a
here or
line
there,
drive
but
single into right
or
center. bad swings, I should say, here or there.
bad swings, I should say, here or there. It's been pretty solid patience and pretty consistent patience. Some mistakes, some bad plays here or there, but or bad swings, I should say, here or there. But I'm really surprised that they brought in that pitcher.
Third baseman.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that you're not really doing a whole lot offensively.
That one will disrupt his momentum all that much.
Defensively, it's been a little bit shaky. But I throw in, maybe throw in a guy with a bit of a lower ERA just to see. Try and hold it.
Here comes the 0-1.
Try and hold it together. Give your offense an opportunity. I guess I don't really know how the offensive players would feel, but I would feel a little bit dejected if I knew that guy had such a high ERA.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Interesting
First,
stance there
Francisco
from
Mejia
that previous
digs
batter.
in now. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Called strike right there.
That was not a good pitch, and I am surprised it was a
Leads off
strike.
first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
The bullpen party area.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
You think we can get him a curveball? Who? Kinda, but I don't think that really got where I wanted it.
It's going to be tough
was
on the
alright.
hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the
Too
lead
many
runner at
fastballs I threw
second.
to him. He
2
had
on
fouled a couple
and
of them
2
off.
out.
I thought maybe off of the curveball you could get the swing and miss. Didn't really work. It's all right, though.
Took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ruhan in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs.
Maybe we can get
Couple of
him
base
with the
runners at first
curveball?
and second. To third, Suarez
Yes.
sends it to first.
Not what I was
Finding that ends
envisioning,
the
but
inning.
still works. All right, we're through 5
The
here.
Rays strand a pair. They still
And I'm gonna
find
have to get up
themselves
and take a
down
quick
6-zip.
Stretch break here. We'll get up to the plate
Back
and
here
we'll
in
pause
the
it
ballpark. Now it's the
and
DH.
give you a word from our
Raleigh.
sponsors. A blank screen. Silent screen here. This is a great opportunity to make sure that you've scrolled down. Oh, I'm so scared to pause the video because that was what goofed up the audio last time. Oh no. Oh, I worked fine. Oh god. Well, the good news is hopefully this game won't get interesting. All right, we're gonna try it. Fair warning, it goofed up the audio in the Mets game. Oh boy. We'll be right back from a word from our sponsor. Oh, I'm so scared. Actually, you know what? I tested it from here, and it was fine. So we'll just do that. Be right back. Okay, so if the audio's goofed up, which it shouldn't be, I think it was just a freak glitch. This will be the only problem. You won't even be able to hear this. Sorry about that. Sorry. But none of the other videos should be affected, and I'll make sure to double check it. So 43-10 or so. All right.
6 years old, and he's usually
So we got him to throw
He gets off his
18
legs a bit.
pitches
He's
in the
DH.
last inning.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, he gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Late on the fastball.
And the 0-2. Fights it
Ooh,
off.
really
We'll see
lucky on
another.
that curveball. Really lucky to get a piece of it.
And here it comes. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Inside, ball 1.
Real lucky. Really, really lucky.
In the dirt. Mejia up with it over to first.
I hit a button every single time. We got the check swing there,
Now it's Tom
but
Murphy.
it's
Tom Murphy.
And that one
too
lifted
aggressive
in the air
there.
center field.
early and it's way outside.
Rohan makes the grab and there's 2 gone.
Oh, we scored 2 in the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Colton Wong up to hit.
I will
This
be
is a
honest,
guy
I
you gotta
don't
keep an eye on
remember.
when
Oh,
he
we had a
digs
home
in.
run. It was a solo home
Definitely
run.
been
Okay.
known to drop a
I was like,
driving
what the
ball
hell?
From time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Is it weird to anyone else to use that line? They talk about the speed of Colton Wong. He's a 34 speed.
The bunt really is a way to beat the shift.
I don't. Maybe he's an effective bunter. I don't know. Yeah, they got me. This is not going well. I think he's.
That ends the frame.
I don't think he's a super great pitcher, and I'm putting myself in bad counts and feeling like I have to protect the zone. And I'm swinging at stuff that's way out of there. I'm also looking lower in the zone.
Welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
The left fielder.
And a pitch.
Randy.
Hard on the ground to first.
Okay, it feels good to get one of those defensively. Honestly, we've had two of maybe our hardest hit balls gobbled up by an infielder.
Right fielder, Manuel Margot.
Maybe even 3 of them. So good to see that happen. Fudge.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Bounce to the left side. And a couple of quick outs. Vinny Pasquantino next to hit for the Rays. And that one ripped to left.
Oh, shoot. That's a misplay. That's a misplay. That is a misplay. Oof.
And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
I'm not usually that aggressive towards them, and I was a couple steps inside. That's my bad. It's all right. I was just thinking to myself, there are 3 8-2 teams in the game right now. Us, the Rays, the Yankees, and the Blue Jays. Wow, that's wild. That is wild.
At second with 2 down.
All in the AL as well. And 3 of them in the AL East.
Rip to third.
Okay. So the misplay in left doesn't come back to haunt us. It was totally my fault. I do that every once in a while where I just don't take the correct angle. We're all right. 66 pitches, 67, because I don't think that scoreboard updates correctly. So we're looking pretty good with Kirby here.
Top of inning number 7. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Sam Haggerty.
All right, let's see if we can
and a pitch.
Do some damage against this guy.
And that's a strike.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brusdar Grotterol warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Thompson getting cranked up as well. That's to third.
Ooh. It's a curveball way early on it.
Across to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. That clips the corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2
oh
count.
my
he
God.
goes down looking.
2 strikes.
Fuck.
Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also
dotted. I mean, absolutely dotted.
Longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Crawford stands in with 2.
I didn't even think about swinging. I was not ready to even attempt to figure that out.
Right side. Now the throw to first on the run. Out number 3. Mariners are down in order.
How am I winning this game? 6-0? What the hell happened?
Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 7th. And the batter now, Isaac Paredes. And there's a foul ball.
Wait,
Well,
they
guys
say
throw a lot of
Esau?
first pitch strikes as a hitter.
What?
You got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Can't believe pitch number 69 was a ball. Gross.
And he deals. Next offering popped in the air, right field.
All right, what are we doing
Makes
here?
the grab, one down.
The batter, number 15. Designated
Next
hitter.
is the designated hitter, Josh Lowe. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out front, right-handers.
Oh, I was looking for the
and
swing
then
and miss.
fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Maybe try like a little slider inside.
down,
This may be a
base is
little
empty.
too cute.
Now
And it
fly
was.
ball to right center.
It was indeed
And
what we
that
would
gets
call
down into the gap.
too cute.
Round second, digging for third.
Wow, Colton Wong was not where I thought he was going to be
Time
at all.
safe.
I'm sure it makes sense in the context of the game, but holy
After
shit.
being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Low.
Split the gap
Stands at third
perfectly.
with
It
one
gave
gone
me
in the inning.
Rodriguez when maybe it was a little more toward Teoscar.
And the right-hander deals. Fouls that off to the left.
All right,
and
what
we'll
have
do
we
it again.
not thrown this guy? Cutter? We could try a little cutter on the outside.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to.
There for the out. Runner.
Oh, that was
scores
only
from
out number
third.
2. You know what? It doesn't matter. I wasn't going to get it. For some reason, I thought there were 2 outs. I was like, why is the crowd cheering?
Out, space is empty.
That's a weird audio
Francisco
problem.
Mejia getting ready to hit.
Whoops.
Up the middle. Crawford.
That's all right. We'll give up the run. It's no
And
big
that's
deal.
the third
No
out.
big deal. It was admittedly, and I knew
So
it
they get
before I
one
even
run
threw it.
on one base
It was
hit,
a
no
cutesy
errors,
pitch.
No one left. We look ahead to
And
inning
that's
number
it's not
8.
what you're really
It's the
looking for when you're
Mariners
trying to
6,
clamp
the
down a
Rays
win here.
1.
We will get some arms up in the bullpen
Back here at Trop.
because they made him throw a lot of pitches in that last inning. I guess I probably shouldn't do. We could do flexing, I guess.
McKenna Field, where the top
Probably
of the
shouldn't put
8th,
up
and
both
now it's a
long
cleanup
relief
hitter for the
pitchers.
Mariners. Teoscar Hernandez. That's in there. That's strike
Forcing
1.
fastball
Guys are
is
just more
working
confident
for
they
him
can
in
track
that low
first base
quadrant.
Out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
On the
Oh
outside
my
corner, no
goodness.
balls, 2 strikes.
Quickly into
Damn.
an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that
Attendance
area.
is 6,500. Yikes!
Goes down looking for the strikeout.
Wow.
Froze him with the heater at the knees. And up next for Seattle, Evan White. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses. Ball 1.
Losing the flow, losing the feel a little bit.
And a swing
Wow.
and a
Okay,
miss.
got the changeup going. I don't think I was going to do anything with anything he was going to throw up there anyway.
That's
Ooh,
the
and that's
third.
a cutter. They're so
Tosses across
low
to
in the
first.
zone.
2 up, 2 down. 2 out, space is empty. Now the third baseman,
Like he just flat out refuses
1 for
to
3.
throw up in the zone.
In the air, out towards right center.
And out of
Margot
time.
settles
Ah,
under it.
Damn.
The squeeze on it, and that'll do it.
Okay, that
Mariners
actually
go
might have been a
down
little
quietly
too
there.
quick.
They lead it though, 6-1.
This is where some of the inconsistency worries kind of come in. I mean, I know we We got 4 in the first. That was a great inning. That's a good start.
Out of the bottom of the 8th.
But too often it feels like we're having to... okay, they're both ready. Too often it feels like we are having to
Isaiah Campbell will take
score
over here.
in one inning and just kind of hold on from there. Like, see a little bit more consistency. Glad we got a couple more runs on there. And defensively, we've been pretty solid, minus a bloop or a blop there. But those are easier to deal with when you're up by... My God, Campbell. Oh, I knew it was going to stink bringing him in for this very reason. I like Isaiah Campbell. I don't have a problem, except for his windup is really fucking slow. So fucking slow. I'm just not making the adjustment. It's like when I'm too early on a bunch of swings. If that was way better and it was a worse pitch.
The pitch. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Misses outside.
Damn it. What are we doing, man? Ugh. And by man, I mean me. Still early again. The angle's off and a little weird.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right-handed reliever. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away. Still
what is going on here? I cannot get this dude out.
Balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd; they're starting to get into
Finally.
it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play.
Probably just needed to pull it out of the zone sooner.
The strike zone, we're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Rosarena in the box
Fuck
with 1 away
off.
as he takes ball 1.
God. I mean, it's a strike. It probably
To the right side.
should be, but
Tosses to the pitcher.
I can kind of understand it. I haven't really had command,
Didn't
so
recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
So digging in, Manuel Margot. There's a strike.
0-1 the count.
Close one.
Ooh,
Doesn't get
that's-
the call. 1-1.
I mean that's a strike.
And a pitch. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for
You
him
know,
right there.
going back,
That's a
thinking about
good
that triple,
sound coming off
shouldn't
the
have really
bat, man,
even
and as he connected
worried
out front,
about
lifted into
the
outfield.
0-1.
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a
going to the
pure
cutoff.
stroke.
Rodriguez has a great
0-2 as he
arm.
waves at that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Into the outfield, base hit. They
Okay,
stop the
Campbell,
lead
what are we
runner at
doing here, my
second.
man?
Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Why can I not get these outs?
Brandon Lau next to hit for the Rays. In for a strike, 0-1.
Got him looking.
For the
Okay.
strikeout.
Whew,
Fastball
we're going to
delivers,
actually
throws him
have
for
a shot at getting
strike
out
three.
hit
So
by the
Rays
Tampa Bay
strand
Rays
pair.
unless we pick up a
The
hit
lead
here.
remains 5. It's 6-1.
The difference is half of our hits went out of the ballpark.
Now on the mound for the Rays.
We're going to bring in another lefty.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
See, this is the guy I probably would have brought in. You were only down 5. Give your team a chance. Circle change at 90, a 4-seam at 97, slider at 84, cutter at 90.
And first
That's a
off,
really bad, really aggressive swing.
In his 6th season, he features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Margot in pursuit. Snags it on the run. 1 down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Tom Murphy.
Good timing, just a little off on the bat location.
Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance.
Wow, that one's out.
And that
Okay,
one
wow, I
is
gave up
gonna
on
go.
that. I did not think that was a home run. I gave up on that
they
hit
lead
so
the yard
early.
to left, and they add to the lead.
I thought it was going to be
in
another out.
7-1.
I was very
That's
disappointed
their
in it,
4th
and then I heard the
run of
crowd
game.
reaction, and I thought,
They
no.
can't stop, and they won't
What?
stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now it's the second baseman,
It's
Colton
a slider
Long.
way up in the zone. Huh.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Ooh, that's a bad swing. It's a really bad swing.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count,
Ooh.
climb the ladder.
Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
The left field
Back to the top of the Seattle order.
I could have let it go if I
Digging in
didn't
is
swing at the
switching
previous
outfielder,
pitch. No
Sam
big deal.
Haggerty. And first offering is fouled off.
Sam Haggerty, 2 for 3. Had the solo home run.
The wide to kick the pitch. And there's a rocket
There we
into
go.
the outfield.
Kind of one of the fewer, like, small ball hits that we've had. We've had, like, a lot of walks.
Continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Damn it.
Rosarena puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But add on
Really?
one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Wow,
Welcome back. So
some of the hardest hits we have seen. Probably shouldn't worry about warming up Munoz. I'll warm up Murphy. And we will bring in Chris
bottom of the
Flexen
ninth,
here.
Now up for Tampa Bay,
Your
Isaac
attention,
Paredes. Righty reliever out of the pen, Chris Flexen.
number
And he's got a
77.
nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Sorry, I probably won't throw those pitches very much anyway.
And a pitch. And there's a strike. Good eye in that
That's
spot.
inside.
This isn't. I mean, it's not like we have a 6-run lead, so it's fine. But
Gets under it and pops it up. Crawford under this one. And he makes the catch.
perfect.
And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number
Josh
15,
Lowe next to hit for the
designated
Rays.
hitter, Josh Lowe.
On the ground to short.
J.P. Crawford,
Throws to first. Down to the last out for the Rays.
Third baseman,
just
Last
a
chance
put
for
out
the
magnet
Rays.
over there.
Curtis Mead now at the plate.
Trying to think of a way to say that didn't sound grossly inappropriate.
Flips the corner.
Really good cutter.
I don't wanna
that
say
he's
things
able
like,
to
"Oh, an
front
absolute
door
ball
and
magnet."
back door. That pitch is devastating.
They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 now. And a
we
swing
go.
and a miss, and that is the ball game.
All right.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little
we go.
bit that you're on
Hey,
a
that's
roll.
probably the best win we've had this month. Honestly, that was super solid. A couple of misplays here or there, but nothing too terrible. Obviously, a lot easier when you are when you're winning, and I think that's kind of the big piece to look at here is when you're winning. When you're here, your family. When you're winning, the mistakes don't seem quite as bad. We kind of... Well, I don't feel like we did a good enough job taking advantage of some of the mistakes that the Tampa Bay Rays made, especially in the infield. We got a lot of extra bats up. We were able to turn it into 1 run, but I would have liked to have done more with the bases loaded situation, which is about all I can say. We had pretty solid patience throughout. There were a couple of times where we were maybe a little quick on the trigger. But I mean, overall, 8 hits, 7 runs. That's what I'd like to see. We're taking advantage of walks. We're drawing walks in the first place, bringing them around to score. Haggerty's your player of the game. 3 for 4 with a home run, a double at Ribby. He scored twice. Evan White was 1 for 4 with a triple home run, a 3-run home run. Tom Murphy had a solo shot. Suarez had a solo shot. And I think, again, like half of our hits were out of the yard, and that is good stuff. It's a little disappointing that they're 1-4, but nothing too terrible. All of Tampa Bay's hits are right there. Josh Lowe, Pasquantino, Margot, Mija. Those are the 7 hits. Okay. George Kirby gets the win. 7 innings pitched. He gave up 5 hits, struck out 8, didn't walk anybody, and gave up 1 earned run. Shane McClanahan pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, struck out 3, walked 3, and gave up 5 earned runs in the loss. So a much better start. This is better than any game we played in Cincinnati. Got off to a hot start. Got off to it's easy to think that you got off to a hot start, but then you got to think about it. I think all 3 outs in that first inning were strikeouts, which isn't the worst thing, I guess, but we were still able to get 2 out damage, so it's not that big of a deal. Took advantage of the walks. I mean, we got off to a good start at least. Hot start might be a little bit of a stretch. 2 hits, 4 runs, pretty good. Yeah. Could do a better job making sure that we're keeping that pitch count rising through the innings. I pointed out as we were going into the 5th inning, he had thrown 32 in the first and then 29 in the combined 3 innings like after that. Not great. The average is okay, but half of those or more than half of those were in the 2nd inning, and then you're looking at 14 pitches between 2 innings, which is an average of 7, and that's not what you want to see. We want to get into the bullpen. We want to beat their bullpen up. It's a long 4-game set. So, I don't know. It's a good start. So we'll just deal with that. We improved to 112 and 28. That record is... It feels like I'm honestly like living a dream. Like I'm going to wake up and be like, you're 12 and 112. Whew, long way to go. We are going to be putting up Luis Castillo on the bump tomorrow. Looking for a 20-win season. He can get a step closer to that. And he should have 4 more chances realistically. 3 for sure, maybe a 4th, because it's like it was uneven when I was looking at it. It wasn't like everybody got the same number of starts. Drew Rasmussen, he is on the bump for the Tampa Bay Rays. 11-11, 174 innings pitched with a 3.46 ERA. Castillo 18-6, 180.1 innings pitched, 1.85 on the ERA. We should be able to get Castillo to 200 innings, which is kind of wild. And Robbie Ray, he'll get there as well. I don't know that Gilbert will. Wentz certainly won't. Obviously, Gonzalez is not going to. I think he's out for the rest of the season. So there you go. Normally I advance today, but because the operation failed, it usually crashes out when I save. So won't worry about that. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I appreciate it. I appreciate the view. And I appreciate you checking out this video. If you want more, scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. I post 2 videos a day because I'm a little bit of a maniac. Baseball, 6 p.m. Pacific time when the Mariners play. Or if you want to check out other gameplay, check out the morning stuff. Today, we played some Sea of Thieves. Were we too tired for Sea of Thieves and our brains weren't functioning for puzzles? Find out. The title kind of might give it away, though. Either way, we'll see tomorrow for baseball or something else. I don't know what's going up on Friday, but I'll figure it out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the channel. Subscribe, ring the bell. Goodbye.